Hello, hello, hello. Kelvin Hagan here for Reverend Tina and Juan Carlos this Saturday morning. They were obligated to be somewhere else this morning and asked if I could fill in, and I joyfully said yes. So here I am. Welcome, welcome, welcome. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to share this post right here, this live Facebook prayer time onto my wall. And I'm going to do that specifically because, well, sometimes somebody sees it that wouldn't have seen it otherwise. And there are these some little moments that seem so small, and yet to somebody that hasn't seen them before are so big, can be life changing. So here we go. I'm going to open up my phone. I'm going to go straight to the Agape page. I'm going to scroll here to, there it is. And I am going to share it onto my page. So easy. So easy, and maybe, just maybe, it'll change somebody's life. So pick up your phone, do whatever it is you need to do on your computer, share this onto your wall as well. And who knows what kind of good it may do for somebody else. Okay. Good morning. So nice to be here on this Saturday morning. Let's see who's here. Who's commenting? Who's saying has any prayer requests? And now prayer requests. I want to remind folks what we do here is we pray affirmatively. Spiritual mind treatments, affirmative prayers. We're affirming what is true, not bemoaning what we don't like. Because believe it or not, bemoaning what we don't like is just prayer for more of what we don't like. So, let's affirm the truth. What are some of the affirmations we have this morning? Let's see here. Who's there? Let me just say hi to some folks. I love this part. Good morning, Portia. Good morning. Well, I'm grateful to be doing it, Portia. Thank you. Good now, Kelvin. Good now. Thank you, Kay. Good now, everybody. Good now from Florida, from Tahita. Good morning, Tahita. Portia's tuned in from Oregon. Deborah, San Francisco. Hello, Deborah. Kimberly, good morning here in LA, right down the street. Good morning from Alberta, Canada. We got Curtis here. Libby, good morning. Lenoris, good morning from LA. Yes. Okay, what the heck happened? All right. All my needs are met. In time, on time, all the time. It's Libby. Good morning, Shariel. From Atlanta. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Yamina. What a nice surprise. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I love being here. I love it when I get an extra opportunity to be here with us. So, hello, Catherine. Good morning from LA. Marvin, good morning. Dorna, good morning. It's been so great having you join us in the book club. I love that. It's been really nice having you there. Well, I'm Kelvin Hagan, for anybody that doesn't know me. I'm an Agape licensed spiritual practitioner, and I take great joy in being here with this prayer. I take great joy in being of service when people call me and message me through Facebook or through the phone or whatever. I feel immense joy when I'm at Agape and somebody comes up to me that knows me from here, from online presence. It is a wonderful, loving feeling. Hello, Eden. Good morning from Hemet. Yes. Cynthia, good morning. Lenora's continued prayer. Where'd it go? It left me. Okay, I lost it. Wholeness in my body temple. Yes, Lenora's knowing perfect health, the perfect healing of God is taking place right now where you are. Absolutely, always, period. Sometimes we don't recognize the healings, but they are taking place. So, getting a few more folks in. Hey, if you didn't notice the title that I have on this one, you did it. I think I titled it, let me take a quick look here so I can see what I titled it. I titled it, I don't know what, it doesn't show me the title while I'm on it. So, stop digging in the garbage to see why it stinks. Can any of y'all relate? Okay. I I coined that the other day when I was working with a client, and it just came to me so many times in my life and other people in their lives spend so much energy trying to understand in detail, minute detail, everything about the things that are no longer serving us, or the things that happened when we were very little and we've been telling ourselves lies about all this time, attracting to us people and things that prove that we're correct, that we're unloved, we're correct, that we're not smart enough, we're correct, that we're blah blah blah, and we aren't. We're just repeating lies from one fact that took place. There's this is garbage. And then we dig through this garbage with a fine-tooth comb so we can try to understand it. You know, there are things that took place when I was a kid I will never understand. I just have to know that from somewhere in this universe it was happening for me and not to me. And I had to stop trying to understand the details of everything that wasn't right with my life. I was digging through the garbage trying to see why it stinks instead of taking the garbage out. So I invite you to think about this, because now letting go is 100% of spiritual growth. It's everything. Absolutely everything. Letting go. Something that sounds simple, and it is, but it's not easy. And I know that. I know it's not easy. However, here's what I want you to think about. And think about this when we're praying this morning. And think about this when you start going down that path of digging in the garbage to see why it stinks. Is the act of trying to understand something that happened to you, that you think happened to you, but in fact happened for you, even if we never know why. That act of trying to understand every minute detail is actually a desperate holding on to what's familiar. So when you think you're trying to understand it so you can let it go and release it in your life, in reality, what we're doing, what I'm doing when I do that, is I'm holding on to it with an iron grip. Holding on to the familiar crap in my life with an iron grip instead of just letting it go. I take a breath on that because I know it to be the absolute truth that I'm not serving myself by spending my entire life trying to understand why my dad threw a can of soup at my head. I'll never understand that. I know I'm grateful for who I am today, and I know that everything that happened in my life that got me to this moment happened for me in some way or another. I don't have to understand all the details, all the minutiae. All I have to do is to understand it's not serving me. Because here's the thing. When I focus on the things that are not serving me in my life, I'm showing the universe that that's where my thoughts are. And thoughts are things, make no mistake. So what I'm doing when I do that is I'm creating a world that supports my illusions about what and who I am. It's not true. It's marching down that path of fear, worry, anxiety, all this, and it's all fear, right? See, I'm either responding from love or I'm reacting from and with fear. I get to choose. I get literally teary-eyed when I think about all the time I've spent in my life focusing on the negative things that took place in my life and trying to understand them. Here's the thing I've learned. I will never understand some of those things. The same way I cannot understand the violence in this world that takes place everywhere. I can just know there are other ways to deal with things and work to change that. I will never understand certain things. The beauty is I now know I don't have to understand it to let it go. The only thing I can do is change myself. And changing myself means changing the perception of some things that took place years ago in my life and understanding that in some way or form I invited them into my life because of the lesson I needed to learn. And that I don't have to understand the details. I don't. So today I choose not to understand I choose not to figure out. I'm sorry. I choose not to, and I'm going to use the T word, and you know how much I don't like the T word. I choose not to try and figure out the impossible in my life. I choose to release and I let go. I release and I let go. Okay? So stop digging in the trash and trying to see why it stinks. It stinks. It's not serving you. From there, shift your perception on that moment. And you change your whole life. We can shift our perception on something that happened 50 years ago and change the projection of our life from that moment till now. Or we can change our perception on the thing that's right now, because believe it or not, when we bring up things from the past, we're making them real now, because thoughts are things. Shift your thoughts on it now, and you shift your entire past. So yes, we can time travel. So, let's do that. Let us. And if you need help doing that, work with a practitioner. Find one. I'm available and easy to find. Kelwin Hagen here on Facebook. Other practitioners are easy to find. You can go to agapepractitioners.com and you can look up and read about every single practitioner there and find a spiritual therapist that'll work with you, that'll work for you, and shift these things. and stop digging in the trash to see why it stinks and letting it go. That's enough. I'm going to get into the prayer now. I'm going to take a minute here. Ah. Oh my gosh. But I love that. When I coined that, I just thought that is a quote I'm going to be keeping with me a lot of my life. Kelvin, stop digging through the trash to see why it stinks. Okay, so let's take a moment here. We're going to go into an easy peasy threesy. We're just going to take 3 full deep breaths. We're going to hold them all for a few seconds when we're holding them in. And then we're going to let them out, and we're going to hold for a little while before we take another one in, another few seconds. We're going to do that 3 times, and I want you to stay aware of where your body goes and where your spirit goes, and how just these 3 breaths can bring you back to now, this moment. And even if it's just a second or a flash, feel that moment and allow the joy of that moment to be, because that is happening right here, right now. Okay? So, well, thank you, Yamina. You don't have to, you can borrow it, use it, and be blessed by it. All right, so let's do the easy peasy threesy. Y'all ready? Here we go. Ah, it feels so good. Such a calmness comes over my body when I allow myself just to simmer into 3 conscious breaths. Sometimes it takes more than 3 for me to come fully back to here, but it's just wonderful to know that right here is always right here. And in that right here moment, it is always calm. It is always joyful. It is always filled. And it doesn't stink. I am grateful for this morning. I am grateful that Reverend Tina and Juan Carlos were unable to be with us here on Saturday morning so that I get to be. I am grateful for all the people in my life. I am grateful for each and every client that I get to work with. And I am grateful to have a practitioner to work with. I am grateful for my breath this morning. I am grateful that I woke up and I get to be me for one more day. I am grateful for each and everything that takes place in my life, and I am grateful for each and everything that has taken place in my life all the way back to the beginning, knowing that each and every one of those moments, the apparently good and the apparently bad, were all happening for me to bring me to this moment right here, right now. And this moment right here, right now is taking place inside the one life that is all life. Life, lifing, nature, God, it. It's all there is, people. We are one, united. We are one unit of life. This unit of life covers everything from the smallest particle to the biggest galaxy, to the multi-universes. There is no thing that is not the one thing. It's so simple. everything is the one thing. Therefore, that one thing, that is what I am. I am the everything that God is. You, you are the everything that God is. There is no spot in God that you are not. And there is no spot in you that God is not. There is no spot. We are, and we get to be one inside this beautiful life of God. And we get to be individualized expressions of the one. Individualized expressions of the one. Therefore, every one of us has a divine purpose to express ourselves as who and whose we are, and to understand that. Today I understand that that's all I need to know. I don't need the details and the minutiae. I know that I am what God is. That's it. That's the whole thing. What do I know about God? I know that God is love. Therefore, I am love. I know that God is peace. Therefore, I know that I am peace. God is abundant, omnipresent. Therefore, I know that I am abundant and omnipresent. God is perfect in all things. As God evolves more and more new ways to express itself, God is perfect. Therefore, I am perfect inside the one life of God. So today, right now, I move forward and I know that there is no thing I need to understand in any kind of minute detail about it. All I need to know and understand is it fear or is it love? I choose to set fear aside as the false evidence that it is, and I let it go. I release it. I release it knowing that I am here as who and whose I am for a purpose, and that purpose is to be who and whose I am. So right now I hold each and every one of us. I declare and decree perfect healing, perfect peace, perfect love, perfect compassion, perfect abundance in all things, all places, everywhere. No spot that this perfection is not. So I hold each and every person that may be experiencing things in their body, knowing they are not their body, knowing that these things taking place in the body, whether they be disease or chronic illnesses, these things are too happening somehow with an invitation from us. So today, I remove any invitations to suffer. I remove any invitations to be ill. I remove any invitations to be violent. And I allow the love of God to express as me. I allow the love of God to express as we. Perfect health, perfect finances, perfect peace, perfect abundance. It's here now. And all I need to do is stop digging in the trash and allow the love light to shine. Because love, like the light turning on a switch, when you turn on and you come from the love overshadows, overcomes, brightens and fills the room. Love, like light, doesn't need time to shut out the darkness. It's instantaneous. So today I will be the love. Today I release all that doesn't serve me and serve humanity as me. Today I set myself free from the idea, the illusion that I am anything less than the complete life of God, right here, right now. Today, I let go of the need to figure everything out. And I embrace the abundant love that is everywhere in everything. I am who I am. I will always be who I am. And all I can ever do is express who I am to the best of my abilities. Today, I express who I am as love. Today, I stop digging. I am so thankful for the truth and the power in these words. I am so thankful in knowing that the power of God isn't in suffering. It's freedom. I am thankful in knowing and experiencing and feeling the freedom that the love of God allows me to express in my life. I give thanks for all of this wonderful spiritual power, and I let it go. I release all the needs to dig in the trash. I release any need to understand those things that do not serve me serving God. I release and I let go of any expectation of lack, illness, disease. I release all of this into the big love, knowing that the big love is just there, that everything is this big love. And I release all the things I've been holding on to at one time, not needing to understand them at all, just letting them go and knowing that God's got me and I've got God. I let it go. I release it, knowing that the true love of God is done, it is done, it is done. And so it is. Amen. I release it all. I just let it go. I allow and receive all this good. Yes, Kay. So it is, Lenoris. So it is, Yolanda. Cynthia, love you too. Marvin, amen. Whew. I need to get out of God's way when he's working. It's for my highest good. I need to stop digging in the trash. Thank you. Thank you, Dorna. And so it is. Whew. I'm going to go through all these comments. I'm going to hold them in loving embrace. I hold them in that loving embrace even now. I hold all the love of each and every one of us. So, Join me today. Join me today and stop digging through the trash to find out why it stinks. I love that. I just do. I really do. Olive, thank you for helping me love, understand, and release all the negative experience I've had. No more searching the garbage can. Namaste. Yes. Hi, Dorcas. Alice. Prayers for love, peace, and mind. Yes. Love is everywhere. Perfect God is with everyone standing up for their rights today. Yes, Nicole, and I will be out there being counted in the number of people standing up for freedom today. I'm looking forward to going out this afternoon and being in one with the masses. I understand. Ooh, I like that, Yolanda. I understand all I need to know about who I am. Peace. I am abundant. I am harmonious with all that God is. I understand. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, the positivities are beautiful. Divine Right Health. Yes, Kay. You're welcome, Scott. Thank you, Kathy. Ah, freaking power coming through everything. It just feels so good. I will not dig in the trash. No more examining what I found in the trash. Yes. Yes. You're welcome, Alice. Happy birthday, who? Dorna? Happy birthday, everybody. Reborn today in this moment, this now new beginning. Happy birthday, everybody. Ha ha. I love it. I love it. Yes. Okay, well, I could go through these comments forever, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna move on with my morning. Today I got my class I'm teaching at 10 o'clock. I'm looking forward to that. And you guys, I'm Kelwin Hagen, and you folks can find me here on Facebook, Kelwin Hagen, Hagen. If you got any questions, if you want to talk, if you want to set up a session, if you just want some prayer, I'm available for you on an individual basis as well. I do invite everybody, though, to look into the idea of having and working with a practitioner. And you can find all the Agape practitioners pretty much on at the site agapepractitioners.com / no, wait. Yeah, I think it's just agapepractitioners.com will get you there. And then you find your way and you can find the list of all of them. And you get to read about what each one of them specialize in and what kind of services they offer. And find the one that resonates with you and send them a message. Get in touch with them. Give them a call. You can also find me in that file, but you already know how to reach me. I'm fairly easy to reach. And go to agapelive.com. Look at everything that's going on, the classes that are taking place, the services that are taking place. And more than that, look at what you can do to be of service through Agape, as well as where Agape can be of service for you. Because it goes both ways. It's circulation. So, I'll be back here at noon today for the meditation. I hope you can join me. I love you much. Love you very much. I love you all. And I feel the love back from you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Peace.